Rakion, the game that got me into PC gaming. I grew up on this game, spent hours grinding, dodging hits, landing all those perfect combos, getting rank S on all the stages. Yeah, those were the days, man. And now, 2025, Rakion is still actually here. And the question is it still fun? Or is nostalgia really just doing all the heavy lift? Also, something that I found out, the game is actually very pay to win. I just probably didn't notice it before, or maybe it was non existent before because I was broke. But let's talk about it. First off, who's still playing Rakion in 2025, man? Well, mostly it's just all the OG players. If you're hoping for a big revival, that didn't really happen. The game's still alive, but just barely. Like, most of the time, you'll see the same names popping up in the lobbies. And yeah, it has that small community feel. Tight-knit, but also kind of intimidating if you are a new player. It's hard because everyone knows everyone, right? So finding match during peak hours, it's doable. There are some lobbies every now and then that's actually full. Off hours though, ain't no way you're finding a lobby in there. So the game isn't dead, but it's not exactly thriving either. Also, Playpark is now running it for Southeast Asia, so if you are outside of the region, you're gonna need a workaround. So yeah, if you're from other regions, then unfortunate. I think the Steam version is still running, but that's for outside Southeast Asia. But if you're from Southeast Asia, you can't play on Steam anymore. But maybe VPN could work, but nah. I'd recommend not using VPN unless your connection is good, because most of the time you're gonna have bad ping, and bad ping is gonna get you kicked in most lobbies because people will not be able to hit your character and your character will not be able to hit anyone. So it's not fun for both sides. Now let's talk about the graphics and performance for the game. So Rakion was never really a graphical masterpiece, right? It's not really that good graphics wise, but in 2025 it really shows its age. The textures are pretty rough. It's very blocky, boxy, right? The animations, they're kind of clunky. The UI, oh my god, the UI is so hideous, man. It's so bad. It's like it never got updated since 2005, man. But yeah, honestly, the graphics of the game, I think that's a part of the charm, man. Even though the game looks old, the gameplay still has that raw, chaotic energy. It runs pretty well on modern PC. I mean, I think that's not a surprise. You're not gonna need a high-end rig to be able to run this game. I think even just integrated graphics will be able to run the game, which is pretty nice. Very low entry game. That said, it is an old game, so expect some quirks. There's a lot of lag, decent issues, some random crashes here and there. Like every 3 hours, there's a crash, man. That's crazy. So yeah, but if you're used to older online games, then you're gonna manage. So let's talk about the best part of Rakion. Combat, man. Combat. If there's one thing that still holds up, it's the combat for sure. It's clunky, but in a way, it kind of feels intentional. Every hit has weight, grabs send people flying, and timing your attacks actually matters. Except when you're facing pay-to-win players, or maybe people that has just a lot of the good gear upgraded, especially freaking Deathblow, man. The Deathblow is still actually in the game. I can't believe it. Anyways, it's still pretty satisfying if you get a lot of kills or you actually best someone during a PvP fight, especially when it's 1v1. It's very satisfying because a lot of the combos, a lot of the movesets are like pretty nice, especially if you know how to execute them correctly. But then again, pay to win is just going to ruin everything because pay to win players will have just insane stats, like so much HP, so much armor, so much attack speed and movement speed. Like, it's so hard to catch up with these players, especially if you're not even paying anything for the game. Okay? And the worst thing about pay to win in this game, pets. Like, back in the days, man, OG Rakion, the best pet in the shop is a dragon. The Tauros and the dragon. Like, if you see those things, you'll think that guy's probably strong. That guy's probably rich or something. But nowadays, nah. You see all these pay-to-win pets coming up one-shotting you and it's just over. So I guess back then there was not really pay to winning. There's not a lot of pay to winning. Like there are no OP gear sets, no OP pets, just pure balance in every single way. So how bad is the pay to win experience in the game? Well, let's just say it's not the most expensive game out there, but if you want to stay competitive, you're gonna have to spend something. Either that or grind like crazy, but even if you try to grind like crazy, there's no way because the way you can grind this game is just nah, there's no way. They actually removed kill quests or the win quests farming, which is the way free to play players were farming before, but there's no way you can do that now because it's bannable. So yeah. So anyways, let's talk about the classes and character progression. So are there any changes? There's not really. So Rakion's class system hasn't really changed much. You've still got the swordsman, blacksmith, archer, mage, and the ninja, each with their own playstyle. No new classes, no major reworks, just the same old Rakion. Character progression is also pretty much the same. You just level up, you increase your stat points and fight, equip gear, and yeah, very, very simple, but very, very effective. Also, all you need to do to level up nowadays is, again, it's the same as before. Clear all the stages, get rank S, and then now you're going to grind PvP. Another way to actually progress now that's been added in the more recent years was enhancement. So gear enhancement is also in the game. You can get items, equipments up to plus 15 right now, but later on it's up to plus 20 actually. But yeah, you're gonna need a lot of materials from that again, and this is just where pay to winning will be shining again. Let's talk about the community and the game modes. So one of the best things about Rakion is the community. Since it's mostly OG players, people know each other. There's a mix of friendly players and absolute tryhards who will destroy you without mercy, and there's the trash talkers and everyone else, right? And also, Golem War is still here, and it's still the most fun mode for me. So if you're playing Rakion in 2025, you're probably here for Golem War. The thing is, I've seen this new mode that people are actually doing. It's called Pet Wars. So they just summon the long range pets and they let the pets do all the fighting and killing everyone else in the lobby, which is crazy. Anyways, Golem Wars, man. Golem Wars. This mode is peak Rakion, team fights, strategy, and complete chaos. So if you're jumping back in, I'd recommend starting here, man. So final thoughts, is Rakion still worth playing? Despite all its flaws, pay-to-win mechanics, old graphics, small player base, Rakion is still fun. If you grew up on this game, there's something special about coming back and reliving those chaotic fights. But for new players, it's rough, man. The game isn't very welcoming unless you're ready to grind or spend. You're gonna struggle. That's Rakion in 2025. If you played this back in the day, let me know your comments. What was your best Rakion memory? And if you're thinking about playing again, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. GG's everyone!